The world continues to be upended by the coronavirus pandemic, with more people contracting COVID-19 as the days pass. While many have recovered, some have died from complications of the illness. With the spread of coronavirus across the United States and around the world, the death toll continues to rise. For privacy, officials are only reporting the numbers of individuals who have died from coronavirus. Some families choose to self-report, including families of famous individuals. Reports of celebrity deaths have become more frequent during the last few days. These are just some individuals you may know from music, TV, movies, or just from the news. Trini Lopez, a singer and guitarist who gained fame for his versions of Lemon Tree and If I Had a Hammer in the 1960s and took his talents to Hollywood, died August 11th. He was 83. Filmmaker David Ebersole, who just finished shooting a documentary on Lopez with Todd Hughes, confirmed that Lopez died from complications of COVID-19 at Desert Regional Medical Center in Palm Springs, California. Mentored by Buddy Holly and Frank Sinatra, Lopez became an international star while performing in English and Spanish. Unlike Mexican-American singers such as Richie Valens, Lopez rejected advice to change his name and openly embraced his Mexican-American heritage despite warnings it would hurt his career. Nick Cordero, the Broadway actor who appeared in popular musicals such as Waitress and A Bronx Tale, and inspired the world with his month-long struggle against the coronavirus, has died. His wife, Amanda Klutz, said Sunday. He was 41. "God has another angel in heaven now," she wrote on Instagram. "My darling husband passed away this morning. He was surrounded in love by his family, singing and praying as he gently left this earth." Born in Ontario, Canada, Cordero moved to New York in 2008 and was cast in the rock musical, The Toxic Avenger, at George Street Playhouse in New Jersey, which later moved off-Broadway to New World stages. He went on to appear in Rock of Ages, and was Tony Award nominated for his featured role as Cheech in the 2014 musical, Bullets Over Broadway. He joined the cast of Waitress in 2016. And left to originate the role of Sonny in A Bronx Tale, the musical, later that year. Former Republican presidential candidate Herman Cain died at the age of 74 after he was hospitalized with COVID-19, his family confirmed July 30th. "You're never ready for the kind of news we're grappling with this morning. But we have no choice but to seek and find God's strength and comfort to deal with it," Cain's family wrote in a statement published on his website. Herman Cain, our boss, our friend, like a father to so many of us, has passed away. He's entering the presence of the Savior. He's served as an associate minister at Antioch Baptist Church in Atlanta and preparing for his reward, they continued. The conservative businessman became ill after he contracted the coronavirus earlier in the month. Manu Dibango, best known for his 1972 B-side hit, Soul Makossa, died on March 24. It is with deep sadness that we announce the loss of Manu Dibango, our Pappy Groove, who passed away on 24 March 2020, at 86 years old, further to COVID-19, according to a statement on the Jazz Greats official Facebook page. His funeral service will be held in strict privacy, and a tribute to his memory will be organized when possible. A world music pioneer in the 1970s, Dibango was a leader in the Afro-jazz movement and also fused funk with traditional music from Cameroon. His biggest hit was the B-side of a recording made to support the Cameroon soccer team in the Africa Cup of Nations, but it went on to score radio play by influential New York DJs. The singer and saxophonist died in a hospital near Paris, his music publisher Thierry Du Repair told Agence France Presse. Mark Blum, best known for playing opposite Madonna in the iconic 1985 film Desperately Seeking Susan, passed away March 26. He was 69. The New Jersey native also co-starred in the 1986 hit Crocodile Dundee, followed by guest roles on a string of TV series, including NYPD Blue, The Sopranos, and The West Wing. Most recently, he appeared as bookseller Mr. Mooney on the Netflix cult hit You. He was also a veteran of the Broadway stage. With Love and Heavy Hearts, Playwrights Horizons pays tribute to Mark Blum, a dear longtime friend and a consummate artist who passed this week. The theatre company tweeted, "Thank you, Mark, for all you brought to our theatre, and to theatres and audiences across the world. We will miss you." His Desperately Seeking Susan co-stars Rosanna Arquette and Madonna also shared their condolences via social media. "I'm so deeply sad for his family and for his fans," Arquette tweeted. "He was a wonderful actor and a very good and kind man. May you rest in peace and power, Mark. God bless you." Floyd Cardoz, the man behind acclaimed NYC restaurants Tabla and Bombay Bread Bar, died March 25. The Mumbai, India-born chef was 59. Cardoz was admitted to a New York hospital, according to a recent post on his Instagram account, following his return from a trip to India on March 8. He told his followers that a fever had prompted him to see a doctor. A statement on social media from his hospitality group, Hunger Inc., confirmed the news of his hospitalization March 17. The Season 3 winner of Top Chef Masters made his name with the groundbreaking Tabla, opened in 1998, as one of the few Indian fine dining establishments in NYC. In partnerships with Danny Meyer and Union Square Hospitality Group, the restaurant enjoyed an instant buzz after receiving 3 stars in the New York Times. Tabla closed in 2010 but remains one of the city's most groundbreaking restaurants to this day, known especially for its bread. He also worked with Meyer in opening North End Grill, then went on to open several other eateries in India and New York. Country singer Joe Diffie, who had a string of hits in the 1990s with chart-topping ballads and honky-tonk singles like Home and Pickup Man, died March 29. He was 61. Diffie announced 2 days prior that he had contracted the coronavirus, becoming the first country star to go public with such a diagnosis. Diffie's publicist Scott Adkins confirmed that the singer died in Nashville, Tennessee, due to complications from COVID-19. The Tulsa, Oklahoma native was a member of the Grand Ole Opry for more than 25 years. His hits included Honky Tonk Attitude, Prop Me Up Beside the Jukebox, If I Die, Bigger Than the Beatles, and If the Devil Danced in Empty Pockets. Diffie's mid-90s albums, Honky Tonk Attitude and Third Rock from the Sun, went platinum and scored 18 top 10 singles, with 5 going all the way to No. 1 on the Billboard charts. He is survived by his wife Tara Turpinning Diffie, and 7 children from his 4 marriages. Star Wars actor and dialect coach Andrew Jack died March 30 at Britain's Surrey Hospital, his agent confirmed. He was 76. Jack starred in Star Wars, The Force Awakens, and The Last Jedi, as Resistance General Kaluan Emmett. He also worked as a dialect coach on films such as Say, A Star Wars Story, The Lord of the Rings trilogy, and many Marvel films, as well as the upcoming Batman movie starring Robert Pattinson. His agent, Jill McCullough, confirmed his passing to the Evening Standard, saying that he passed in a hospital bed while his family was stuck in quarantine in Australia. Andrew lived on one of the oldest working houseboats on the Thames. He was fiercely independent but madly in love with his wife, also a dialect coach, Gabrielle Rogers, said McCullough. Andrew was full of life. He was tall and striking with flowing white hair. You wouldn't miss him if he walked into a room. His wife later posted a tribute to Jack. Anthony Daniels, the actor behind the droid C-3PO, who also worked with Jack on Star Wars, also expressed his grief.